The Middle Ages, also known as the medieval period, spanned roughly from the 5th to the late 15th century. The collapse of the Western Roman Empire left behind a fragmented Europe, where small kingdoms and fiefdoms emerged. Power shifted to local lords and kings, and feudalism became the dominant system. In this structure, land was exchanged for loyalty, with peasants working the land in exchange for protection from knights and their lords. At the same time, Christianity rose as a unifying force across Europe. Monasteries became centers of learning, preserving ancient knowledge from the classical world. The Catholic Church wielded immense influence, shaping both spiritual and political life. One of the most defining aspects of this era was the Crusades, a series of religious wars launched by European Christians to reclaim the Holy Land from Muslim control. These expeditions stretched on for centuries and fueled a complex exchange of culture, conflict, and commerce between the East and West. In the East, the Byzantine Empire preserved Roman traditions and remained a powerful Christian state. Meanwhile, the Islamic Golden Age flourished. Scholars in the Abbasid Caliphate made groundbreaking advances in fields such as mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. The Islamic world was a center of learning, where figures like Ibn Sina, Avicenna, and al-Khwarizmi laid the foundations for modern science and thought. While Europe experienced centuries of internal strife, it also saw periods of consolidation. The Franks, led by Charlemagne, forged one of the largest European empires since Rome, creating the Holy Roman Empire. This empire, along with others, would influence the cultural and political landscape of Europe for centuries. By the 14th century, new threats and calamities began to change the course of history. The Mongols, under Genghis Khan, swept across Asia and into Eastern Europe, creating the largest land empire in history. Europe itself was ravaged by the Black Death, a devastating plague that killed millions, fundamentally altering the social and economic fabric of medieval society. As the Middle Ages drew to a close, the world began to shift toward new ideas and discoveries. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the rise of the Ottoman Empire. Meanwhile, the Renaissance, a revival of art, science, and humanism, emerged in Italy, paving the way for the modern world. With explorers like Christopher Columbus discovering the Americas in 1492, the end of the Middle Ages marked the beginning of a new era of global exploration and transformation. The Middle Ages, often called the medieval period, was an age of contrasts, of war and peace, faith and conflict, stagnation and growth. It laid the groundwork for the world as we know it today, bridging the ancient and modern worlds. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating short stories.